Welcome to On the Greens. Yes, we are here on the Greens at the Ngonyeni Golf Estate. In this episode, we have a look at junior development happening in the country. We have a lot of local highlights too, including the Windhoek third round qualification at the Mananga Golf Course. Before we waste any further time, let's have a look at this magnificent Pushrod golf course.
Ngonyeni is unique to Swaziland in that it's only one of 218 golf courses, a well-gated community with an African feel. Ngonyeni Golf Estate is situated in Gwempisi, 24 kilometers from Manzini and 56 kilometers from the capital city, Mbabane, covering 1,200 hectares of gorgeous bushveld overlooking the Great Lesotho River and is surrounded by mountains. The course designed by Phil Jacobs presents spectacular golfing challenge. The course meanders through the game reserve and you will enjoy the golf with the game looking on. It provides old and young players with a unique experience at the signature 18th hole, offering a shot across the Lesotho River onto an island surrounded by magnificent rocks. The clubhouse overlooks the Great Lesotho River and it provides a full gamut of upmarket facilities such as change rooms, restaurants and a bar. There is also an upstairs private dining area and a tea garden downstairs. Ngonyeni Residential Golf Estate already features one world-class championship golf course designed by Philip Jacobs, previously associated with the Gary Player Group, who has been responsible for a total of 40 golf courses in France, Hong Kong, China, Philippines, Indonesia and South Africa, including the Leopard Creek, the Links at Fencourt and the Lost City. The course was further constructed by Robert Richardson from the Tee to the Green projects. With an open feeling created by the property-wide housing, the estate's course presents an enjoyable mix of challenging holes. Golfers are tested in the formidable placement of fairway, pothole bunkers, bushes and water hazards. Generous fairways at this course will often make straight tee shots more manageable, and the large inviting greens help keep the course fun for the high handicapper. Forced carries to many of the greens over either hazards or pothole bunkers create a test that make each round more enjoyable than the last.
What a great bushveld golf course we have here in Swaziland, right here in Ngonyeni. Coming up next, I got to play the most difficult hole with Director of Golf Franz Strauss. Hole number 3, stroke 1. Let's have a look at what went down. I'm here with Director of Golf at Ngonyeni, Franz Strauss. How are you, sir?
Hi Terrible, thank you very much for having us on Swazi TV today, and we're very happy about that.
It's a pleasure. Franz, we're here to actually educate golfers on how to play this hole. Seemingly it's the difficult hole here in Ngonyeni.
Yeah.
And I think with your knowledge, you're going to help out the viewers know how to play this hole.
No problem at all. This is a stroke 1 purely because it's uphill and it's a long way. So really one of the longer par 4s on our course. It's guarded by pothole bunkers on the right hand side. Okay. And if you miss the pothole bunkers, your chances are that you might end up in the lateral hazard. On the left hand side we've got the bush on the left hand side, and as it takes dog leg on the right there, you have out of bounds on the left side. So for the average golfer, you actually stroke here.
Okay.
You know, you stroke 1.
Yeah, stroke.
So this is one of those holes where if you make a 5, take it, run, go to the next tee. But because it's uphill, a lot of guys don't get the ball up enough. Okay. Don't hit it high enough. So I would suggest something like a 3-wood or even a rescue, rather to put the ball into play,
okay,
rather than going for the big stick and let the big dog eat all the way down the fairway. That's not always the greatest play, because your landing area is quite small there. So
with me, with my big stick here, it's a wrong choice.
Taribo, I'm not saying it's the wrong choice. If you hit it well, you might get it up there, but it's it's not always the easiest of driving holes. Yeah.
No problem. Let's play this hole and see how both of us will play it.
Great.
What handicap are you playing off?
I'm playing off a scratch, so I'm going to play it if like I'm an 18 handicap.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a 3-wood and then just play shot for shot, try and make a 5. And of an 18 handicap or even of a 1 handicap, you still get 2 points at least.
So you're playing for a 5?
I'm playing for a 5, yeah. Okay. Anything less than 5 is a bonus.
Okay, I'm a handicap 12 now. In 2 months I went down from 18, I'm a 12 now.
Wow.
So it's a stroke 1. I'd go for a 5 too. All
right, your tee.
All right, my tee.
Your tee, take it away.
Let me take it away. I made it on top of that bunker.
Yeah, so as you can see there, that's a classic example of not how to play this hole. The hole did cut a bit.
Yeah.
So that is a majority of average golfers, when they hit the shot, they tend to hit a bit of a cut.
Okay.
You know, so if you overcook it and miss those bunkers,
aiming should be those 2 trees.
Should be the 2 trees on the corner there. That is clever play there, even with a shorter stick like I'm going to demonstrate just now.
All right.
Okay, so at Nkonyeni, pothole bunkers are one of our features. Now, when you end up in a fairway pothole bunker like this one, the ideal is to try and hit it out as clean as possible. So it's a good way of actually focusing in front of the ball instead of behind the ball. That will help you to pick up the ball a lot cleaner. Whenever you make your club selection, first priority is to check how close you are to the lip. Choose your club very selectively to make sure that you clear the lip quite easily.
Well, like France, I got myself stuck in this dungeon. It's a fairway bunker, but luckily he had to play first, so I got the tip. So my club selection is right. I just need to play this out of this pothole bunker. Good shot out of the pothole bunker.
Thanks, Taribo.
Straight to the fairway. What are we looking at here?
We're looking at plus minus 150 meters to the pin from here.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that because it's uphill still, for every 5 meters that there's uphill,
okay,
you've got to add 1 club.
Add a club. Okay.
So it's always just a rule of thumb that doesn't matter where you play, if it's 5 meters down or 5 meters up, you can either go 1 club more or 1 club down.
All right.
So also we have a bit of breeze into us, so probably a club and a half. That will be ideal shot from here.
All right. So because you're on the fairway, any placing?
We've got a 30 centimeter placing here at Nkonyeni.
Okay.
Although the fairways are in absolute fantastic condition.
No need to place.
No need to place almost, and the greens, as you know, is also probably some of the best greens in Swaziland.
All right. Let me let you take your second shot, or your third shot out of the bunker.
Another feature that you probably saw here is that my ball was below my feet, and I've actually allowed, because the ball is below my feet, automatically your ball will move left to right. It's just something you've got to always remember, and if the ball is above your feet, the ball will move right to left. So you always got to allow a little bit to go a little bit more left should it be below your feet. Here we are with Taribo with his third shot that he played. He played a fantastic shot out of the bunker. Well done there, Taribo.
Thank you.
Something to note on this specific shot is that you actually have a little bit of a downhill line. Now, something also to keep in mind every time you have a bit of a downhill line is just to move your ball position just slightly back, just to make sure that you get proper contact on the ball.
So looking at the fairway here as it turns to the right, basically you will find yourself in this position
You-
because
you-
it's sloping.
Correct. And of course, you're actually moving down as well. You know, so hence that we got to move the ball position a little bit further back in your stance to get a proper strike on that one.
Alright, let me take this tip and see if I can get mine onto the green. Now, France, we found ourselves on the green. It's a huge green, I can see. So basically, you can't miss it from the upright.
It's very difficult to really miss this green unless you're obviously short. Very few people actually hit it over this green.
Okay.
The green in total is approximately 30 by 20
Yeah, it's huge.
meters. So it's a huge green. This. So yeah, it's always good to go a little bit deeper into this and take the 2-putt. Like we said, if we get a 5 for 2 here, take it and run. If you double stroke, you get a 5 for 3. You know, so. Once again, that we played it quite safe here, and both of us have actually got a chance to make par here. So you can walk away with a 3-point. Yeah, even with a par if you're lucky.
Let's take our chances and see if we can get our pars.
Good luck
in
with
any
your putts.
case, we can get our 5s.
Cool.
Right.
That was as you can see with this putt, it was quite an easy 2-putt, so it does pay off to actually hit a safe shot of the tee box, get it in the fairway, make sure your second hits the fairway. You don't have to play long shots. Play a third shot into this green and walk away with your 5. Great putt.
Thank you. So France, the greens look well managed. How do you actually read the speed of the greens in a tournament?
We have a stimp meter that we use to actually do the preparation and keep the to read the speed of the greens.
Okay.
So this is how we can actually tell how fast the greens are. They're running currently. They run about 8.5 on the stimp meter.
All right.
As you know, on the professional circuits, at Bale the other day it was 14, so it's almost double the speed here. Bale was like a snooker table that was standing on bricks on one side, you know, and trying to stop it
too quick.
That was very fast. So I think it's a bit maybe too quick for the average golfer. It's a nice speed. The grass coverage is fantastic. The greens looks fantastic here. So yeah, for the average golfer, it's a fantastic place to play golf, and the greens are in very, very good condition.
Oh, great stuff. You've said it, we've played the Ngonyeni most difficult hole, stroke number 1, hole number 3. We got good lessons, educative lessons from France, how to actually tee off, avoiding the fairway bunkers, the potholes, and your approach, as well as taking your 2 putts. You know, just come here, take your 2 putts and get your 5 because you're stroking. So in any case, you'll get 2 points out of it. France, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Ribo. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Coming up next, it's a sit-down interview with the monthly mark winner of March, the president himself, Albert Mhlanga. We're sitting down here with the SRIC monthly mark winner, the president himself for March, Mr. Mhlanga. Albert Mhlanga, how are you, sir?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine. Firstly, congratulations. You are March winner of the SRIC. How did it go?
Well, terrible. Thank you very much. Although you took me by surprise for this interview.
Yeah.
What I can say is that it's taken a lot of months trying to win this tournament.
Yeah.
This mark.
This mark.
You know, because it's one of the kind that every golfer would like to win.
Most definitely. Last month we saw Payo Dlamini winning it. Yes.
Hey, and he was close to even this month.
He was close this month.
Hey,
yes.
you know.
He was actually second.
Yeah, he was. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it's encouraging to see the juniors.
Yeah.
You know, coming. So you can see now that we are going far. Otherwise, on the day in question, I think the gods were on my side. When you got this in your circle, you say you are lucky. No, you're not lucky,
yes.
but God is on your side, because He knew this is what I was longing for.
Yes.
And maybe I prayed very well, and I told myself that try to be calm.
Yeah.
If you hit a bad shot, just stay cool.
Just stay cool.
Yes, I think that's the whole secret.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's why we lose it as golfers.
You play one bad hole, then you feel like
said,
you're
"I'm
out
dead."
of it.
Yes.
Okay, looking at your scores on the given day,
Yeah.
they were consistent. You played a 38
Yeah.
and a 38. Was that the plan?
There's never a plan about the actual score.
Yeah.
But the plan was that if I can break 40.
Break 4, yes.
Yeah. I'm a P division player. I'm not a pro. Those who are trying to hit under par.
Yes.
For me, because I've got a handicap,
Uh-huh.
I said if I can play around 40, I'll have a chance.
So what's your handicap now?
My handicap now is 10.
It's 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
After winning the mark, the handicap dropped down.
Dropped down.
Yeah.
You were in the clubhouse early on that given Saturday, I remember.
Yeah.
And you still had golfers coming in, putting scores on the board.
Yes.
Weren't you shaking that, hey, they'll remove my
No.
score there. Somebody's going to come with a good score.
You always shaking. But I said, if somebody can beat that net 65,
Yes.
then I will salute
You
them.
salute
because
them.
65 is quite an
Yeah.
exceptional score.
And I was playing with Pai, and Pai came with a 67.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that boy really nearly pitched it from me. Especially from his president.
Yes.
But it would have been nice. But I was praying that at least I win it this time.
All right.
Yeah.
You took this form that you had to the SRIC Business League at Ngonieni, and you won again. President.
Oh, because you are a strong partner, man. Playing with you, playing with you. I hope we can do it again on Wednesday.
Oh yes, this coming
Yes,
Wednesday. This coming Wednesday for the business.
I've got a
league.
good partner in you, man.
Yeah.
That's why if I'm with you, there's no there is no pressure and so on. I know if I make a mistake, Terry will correct it.
No, but it's the other way around. I'm rubbing the luck on you with all the experience. Mr. President,
Yes.
thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you very much.
Congratulations for winning the March SRIC mark. And hopefully we're going to sit again here next month defending it.
Yes,
I haven't sat with anybody coming back for the second time to defend it.
Oh.
So I'm hoping for April, you will
I'll
sit
be here
down here
again.
and defend it.
I'll do my best.
All the best
Thank
with
you
your
very
coffee
much. Yes.
and everything else. All
Same
right.
to you, yeah.
You've seen it. You've seen the interview with the president. It's good to see the president playing as well here to inspire the golfers and the juniors. Coming up next, let's have a look at what happened in Mbabane during the junior development clinics.
My name is Natemba Mhlanga. I am 11 years old. I school at another primary school. I love golf because my father influenced me to play golf. And that golf is a good sport for everyone in this world.
Alright, so do you want to become a golf player when you grow up?
Yes, I do.
How do you like the sessions now?
I like the sessions because it helps us to exercise every Saturday and play tournaments so that we can win different prizes.
My name is Sandy Chadha. I'm 11 years old. I go to Sifunzani Primary School. I love golf because it helps me spend my free time at home. I like coming here because it's a really beautiful place.
Coach, so far how are the developments going with the juniors?
We're doing very well. I think we're getting enough support from the parents and the nomads financial-wise. We're doing very well.
In terms of tournaments, because schools are open now, we're in March, what are the plans for when schools are closed?
We sometimes have them on weekends, but it depends which golf course is free. Otherwise, it's quite tight when the schools are open. We do a lot of tournaments when the schools are closed.
Okay, looking at each kid, golf development, you are working with the kids almost every day. Is there progress with each individual kid?
there's a lot of progress. You know, kids are like computers. You just feed the information and then they do it.
They do it.
Yeah.
Because golf is not an easy skill to grasp. So is it getting easier for the kids though, as time goes on?
I must say the kids are doing very well. Maybe it's because of the help of the TV. Tiger Woods has done a lot of influence.
Okay.
So we are seeing a lot of improvements.
All right. Would you like to invite any other kids or parents to bring their kids here and tell us where else do we have this kind of development?
Okay, officially we have Mbabane, which is here. On Saturdays we do our clinics here. And then midweek, but not every parent can afford to bring kids midweek. We also do on Tuesdays. And then Thursday we down in Malkans from 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock. And then we also doing down in Manzini weekends, also same time 7:30 on Saturdays, same as Mbabane, until 9:30 so.
Okay, what are the fees?
Well, we don't charge them. It's just for free. It's
free lessons.
Yes, it's a sponsored program.
No, okay. So if the whole Swaziland can bring their kids, they will be able to handle that.
Well, that will be more challenging, but we can try. I think we have that capacity. We can actually take more kids.
Okay, all the best. Sorry, all the best, coach, with the development. Hopefully, we'll see a Tiger Woods coming up. Let me not say Tiger Woods, but a Nobuhle coming up.
Well, I think we have so much talent. We just have to press on and try and get it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to see our young boys and girls getting tips on how to play the game of golf, thanks to their coach Meshach, as well as the Nomads of Swaziland. Coming up next is all the local highlights happening here in Swaziland. Let's have a look at what went down.
Mbabane Golf Club's marriage with MTN Swaziland is a match made in heaven. The giant mobile phone company relaunched the MTN Monthly Masters Golf Tournament, which will be played between the month of March and February 2019. The games are played at least once a month.
We are very excited as MTN really to be once again launching the Monthly Masters Golf Tournament. This tournament will run from March to February next year, and the Monthly Masters Golf Tournament, believe it or not, started in 2010, and incidentally that is the year that I also started at MTN. In 2010, so this means this tournament has basically been running for about 8 years, going for 9 years now, and the participation through the years have really been phenomenal. I think the golfers love this MTN monthly Masters, and I think when we push, we actually can achieve up to 58 players. This is a 9-hole golf course. So there are limitations when Kumana Babemslang and you see, I think Namsibi could see there are those limitations because it's a smaller course, but it's exciting because if you come late, you may not get to play. So there's competition. Some of you may have seen the pictures of this tournament. It's well covered in the media, so thanks to the leadership, because for us this is about our brand. When we sponsor properties or whether it's tournaments, it's all about promoting the MTN brand, which is a youthful brand. It's an exciting brand, and people love the MTN brand. And we believe golfers also love the MTN brand. So that's why we align ourselves with yourselves. I think Silvia is also mentioned that in terms of our segments, we've got the youth, we've got the older people. All of them affiliate to our brand. So the exciting part of the tournament is that we have several winners because there is enough cake for all players who put their best effort. So there is it's a wide range of prices that that are available, and we remain grateful to the media for consistent coverage and support, which helps more to attract more interest from players, and it profiles the brand quite well. And at the close of the tournament, there is generally a trophy given to the winner, plus a prize for the participants to enjoy. So as a title sponsor, we look forward to yet another exciting season, 2018-2019, and I think we'll try as much as possible. We have the team, the marketing team, which is led by Sylvia and Meshach. I decided not to sit with them because none of them play golf, so I was I was with my friends there. So ladies and gentlemen, the sponsorship that we are announcing today is 150,000 Malangi.
As a player, I'm very grateful to what MTN has done with the very big sponsorship of 150,000 Malangeni spread over the 12 months. So I think I'm looking forward to winning maybe one or two of the monthly masters so that I qualify for the big one in February. So fortunately for me, I was one of the qualifiers for last year's competition, so I am hoping to do well even this year. I think the sponsorship will motivate me to do even better.
So basically, how it has benefited, how the sponsors benefited me is, I feel like I get a chance, to showcase my talent even more, and my goal is right now is to win as many masters as I can. So yeah, I'm really grateful for the sponsorship, and big ups to MTN.
We pick up the game highlights at the Mbabane Golf Club Hole 7, par 4 during the SRIC monthly mark tournament, joining a 3-ball of Lindizwe Kametse, Ndabenhle and Fisiwe Vilane. Putting his tee shot way to the right rough, Ndabenhle finds space to maneuver his second close to the tree stump. Being a rose among thorns, Fisiwe plays a well-timed second shot straight down the fairway. Ndabenhle follows suit. They all close the hole and play good chip shots to land on the green. Now a long putt opportunity by Lindizwe Kametse. It looks on course, and it drops in for an excellent par play on this stroke 1. A stroke play kind of format, Fisiwe needing just a putt to record a bogey 5. She just missed it to the right, and is clearly not happy with the lost opportunity for a bogey. She rounds off a double. The City Council man has work to do. A great nevertheless putt sinks in to give a double bogey. Finishing off their play on the hole 9 par 4, Timothy Mavuso, John Pukutu, Sibusiso Nzabanzaba and Robinson Hlophe. Robinson chips in on the green, being a medal stroke play format, when a conservative play was in order. A very good opportunity for Hlophe to register a par, but he misses it right. Amadi University director John Pukutu for his finish, and he's not happy with the miss. Can Tim drop in his part? Yes, it's in the hole. 1 foot part for Nzabanzaba. Robinson takes his time and drops it in. The final group coming into the clubhouse is the tournament proud sponsors, the SO1EO3. Enjoying their time in the course with more strokes, Sizwe finds himself chipping his 4 shots onto the greens in this par 4. All playing on high handicaps of 20 and above, the course seemed pretty hard for them to play. Not disturbed by the closest to the pin marker, Sabelo Mota's putts just doesn't turn enough. Can the misery end good for Thabiso Mota?
How did your round go today, SRIC?
Oh, the first 9 was bad, but the second 9 came around.
Yeah, how many did you play in your first 9?
I played 48.
Okay, second 9?
Second 9 I played 39, a great improvement.
So your net was?
Was 77 because I'm a handicap 10.
Oh, you're a handicap 10.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how do you feel about your game and the mark today?
I feel good because I'm better than last week. I played better than last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last week I played bad.
All right. Have you won the mark before?
No, but I will soon.
This year?
Not this year because I'm busy with my studies.
Oh, okay.
Maybe next year.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Sansabanzabi, hambe njani SRIC namuhla?
Ngicabanga ukuthi ihambe kahle. My first 9 was bad. Then my second 9 I played very well.
First 9 udlale ngakhi nje score?
First 9 ngidlale 50.
Second?
Second 9 ngadlala 43.
Udlala 43. Your handicap?
My handicap is 20.
So that minus your handicap, uphelele kuphi?
I got 73.
73 is a good score.
Yeah.
So looking at the field, my scores, they were okay. You might be in the prizes. How confident are you?
I might be in the prizes. I think it's the first time I'm getting to the podium. So ngiyacabanga ukuthi nginelivalo vele kuyongena ku podium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, congratulations. Ngena ku podium means golf yakho improve kancane kancane.
Yeah, ngibonile my second 9 vele improveile kakhulu. Iyatshengisa ukuthi I'm getting there.
Sihlane nawe la ka number 9. Uphatha udlale what score ka number 9?
Number 9 ngidlale 5-2.
Udlale 5-2.
Yeah.
So le part le lo isinkile bokuyiphathe bogi.
Bekuyiphathe bogi, yeah.
Okay, no, bawenzama sabonga kakhulu.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
We will start with the novelties. Nearest the pin 2 and 11 and 8 and 17 and 9 and 18. The man was on fire. Valentine Mazia. Longest drive for today, very unusual when you consider the swing. Teddy Vilagati. No. Okay, going into the main business for today. Winning on a whooping 65 net. The President, Albert Mshang. Oh, my God.
President is playing.
Buka camera pela President.
Yeah, so much good again, what?
Coming on second on net, it's on 67 net. He's becoming a usual feature on the podium. It's Payom Dlamini, 67 net. Coming on third position, on 70 net, there were two on 70 net. It's Frank Kloppe.
The Swaziland Royal Insurance Corporation, SRIC, continues to support golf in the country as they bankrolled this year's Business League with a whopping 150,000 emalangeni. The launch was held over a breakfast meeting which saw all teams participate under one roof. Right after the launch, the real business of the day began with Team SEC versus Team Lasikon on hole 1. A tough company league this is, with networking a priority at the end of the day. SEC man Mduduzi plays a good bunker shot to land it close for a par chance. Trying to record his first points on this hole 1 par 4, both teams have the hole with close call putt misses. On to the 7th par 5. A better ball format sees two company members compete against each other. Themba Mazia has an opportunity to sink in a long birdie. Yes, what a putt. Peace out. A must-make putt for Mr. Zwane to salvage 3 points. Pulls it to the right and his exponent partner misses. On the tricky 9th hole, Royal resident team Royal Swazi plays against Team UHS, OB Macwele partnering with Andrew Mkonda. Both teams on the dance floor after a good approach shot over the drink, putting for 2 pointers. Obi Macwele has this 6-foot putt for UHS maximum points. Very, very important for him to sink this one. Gonyani hosts the C Division Vindu qualifiers rounds. This first shot clearly has nothing to do with the premium lager. The field also had members taking part in the club competition, being a Stableford points format. Par 3 hole 11, Mduduzi Mthethwa, Sabelo Simelane, Sanele Mashwama and Zenzi Hadebe attack the green, with all players stroking in this hole, meaning a good solid 3 points for a par. Mduduzi's good chip flies away from the hole. Zenzi Hadebe patted close off the fringe, while Sabelo's chip is not enough to get close to the hole. Mr. Mashwama's long par opportunity. There it goes. Oh, it's looking good. And it's in the hole. 3 points putt for Simelane. Not even speed on that putt, imagine. Mduduzi sees his line and makes a par attempt. Zenzi misses his par. While Mdu finishes on a 35 tap-in finish for Sabelo, who finishes on a 29 points. Zenzi on 30 points. Just a week after Nkonyeni, the Windhoek Challenge took its strides to the Lubombo region at the Mananga Golf Club for the third round qualification. With wind speed at 25 km per hour proved to be a tough outing for the 30-man C Division qualifiers. After the rounds, 3 round scores and left 5 golfers in contention. Taribo Bembe, Vusi Gama, Khulile Dlamini, Mduduzi Mthethwa and Zenzi Hadebe. Saturday the 24th of March saw a good number of golfers heading down to Ngonyeni Golf Estate to play the monthly Inyati Masters individual stableford competition. Teeing off from the scenic 18th hole with a full Great Usuthu River roaring on site, golfers Joe Shiba, Mduduzi Dlamini, Vusi Dlamini and Zingewe Dlamini play exquisite shots over the river. Zingewe finds his ball over the massive green and plays a good chip shot to close the hole. With the eventual winner Joe Shiba fluffing his chip shot, Vusi Dlamini puts in his par. With a beautiful golf course playing well on the brilliant sunshine, we catch up with the ladies' four-ball of Janet Strolls, Siska Andrew and Matilda Naughty and Kim and Isbam. Hole 15 par 4 with 3 porthole bunkers protecting the fairway. Well out from Kim, and she plays her next shot on the green. Janet's orange ball runs past the hole. Andrew legs her putts close. Kim's almost makes the putt, while still Janet's ball can't find the hole. All ladies round off their play on the 15th and take time for a quick photo shoot. Back at hole 1, Andrew, Sibusiso, Vusi and Henry tee off. They all belt their second towards the hole. Mota for par, pretty strong effort and he saves a point. Vusi for his par, and it's not enough. Did he really forget to hit? Bambolukele's shot goes way into the right. Pastor Victor Masilela controls his hybrid shot. What a good chip by Wandila Simelane. need to get this close. Mchaka expertly legs it close. Power putt for Simelane. Well, not to be. Taps in the 4. Martin has this birdie chance. Oh, too firm and it slips out. Taps in the par. Victor's par chance. Well, it's too firm for a putt and he grabs 1 point.
Before I play my bunker shot here, this is an amazing fixture here at Ngonyeni Golf Course. Like every hole has these pothole bunkers, and I bet you they are the difficult bunkers to play at Ngonyeni, actually the whole of Swaziland. So luckily we have Director of Golf here, Franz Strauss, who's going to give us a tip or tips of how to play these pothole bunkers. They're massive, you know, so let me try and see if I can play mine out of here. Then watch your tip from Franz.
Okay, trademark at Nkonyeni is our pothole bunkers that we have on the course. Now, I'm just going to give you all a tip how to get out of these bunkers. I think when everybody plays in Nkonyeni, I think that's probably the biggest fear, is to get in the bunker. And hopefully by knowing how to play it, you can actually attack the flag and no longer sit around with a fear. Now, obviously, the closer we are to the edge, we're going to make sure that we got enough loft on our club to be able to get out. That's the first priority. Out of a pothole bunker, first priority, get it out first. Then you can work rather on getting it further or closer to the pin. Now, just a simple tip that I'd like to share with you all. When you take your setup, first start with a setup where your belt or your butt end of your club is actually pointing straight at your navel. And have a look at your club face. If you don't have enough loft, you can actually increase it by just letting the handle go backwards. Okay, and this will also determine depending how far you are from the flag. So if you're close, you're rather going to drop it further back, so you'll get a higher ball flight but less distance. The further you play, the more the handle will be more pointing straight at your belly button and a little bit less loft to let the ball travel further. So for this one, the pin is about a good 10 meters away. I need a bit of loft to get it out here. We're quite close to the edge here, so I'm going to make sure that I drop the club back. So my first priority, drop the club back a bit and then align my belly button so it's in line with the club again. So I started off here, belly button to the club, add more loft, belly button to the butt end of the club again, and from here I'm just taking just a normal swing. So I'm not going to try and scoop it out or do anything spectacular. I'm just going to allow the club to do the work for me. The club will bounce off the sand and splash it out for me. You can also help with a bit of weight on the left side, and here it goes. As you can see, that one probably finished about a meter from the flag. So as you can see also from the divot, it's a nice shallow divot. I didn't try and dig into the sand because that will just leave my ball back in the bunker and you'll end up having 2 or 3 bunker shots later. I hope this tip helped you all, and hopefully stay out of the bunkers here at Nkonyeni. See you all on the greens.
Join us again next month as we look at local activities happening in the country. Watch this show on Swazi TV every Saturday, 4:30 p.m. If not, catch us on our YouTube channel, Swazi TV Sports.